Hey guys, what's up? Brian here with Top Notch Persona. Welcome back to the page. Today's video, I'm going to be talking about the number one thing that holds most people back in life, whether it's style, relationships. There's always one thing that's really holding people back. But before we get into it, remember at some point, give this one a thumbs up. Remember to hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and it would really help me out if you shared my content with anybody else who might benefit. All right, let's talk about it. So, what is the top thing that holds most people back? Simply, it's fear. It's fear of uncertainty. And I know a lot about that from when I was going through my body image issues. I had a lot of fear about how other people would perceive me if I wore something new or I acted in a certain way. How would they see me? Right? And it's daunting really because there's never really any way to know for certain how others are going to see you, how they're going to feel, how they're going to react. But the thing is, it shouldn't matter. So I have here a quote from Robert Greene, his book, 33 Strategies of War. I've read a lot of his stuff. It's all very good, very apt, very beneficial. I love the way he's able to talk about things in different contexts. He has a unique perspective on things. But this quote really stood out to me in particular, although a lot of his stuff does. But he says here, before anything else, you must lose your fear of death, of the consequences of a bold maneuver, of other people's opinions of you. That single moment will suddenly open up vistas of possibilities. So obviously in this book, he says death. He's talking about war, strategy, stuff like that. So the way he's talking about it is very different. It's a very different context, but it's still more or less the same thing, right? Because people, their own thoughts actually hold them back too, right? They have fear. They can feel fear just like, externally, if you're in a battle and you see somebody with weapons coming at you, y'all feel external fear. But a lot of people these days feel internal fear, and it's often created by their thoughts, by their perceptions, by their imaginations. So even though it's not like life threatening, so like he's talking in the book about it being life threatening, the way it applies to most people is that it just sets up walls in their mind. It sets up self imposed limitations that really don't mean anything. I mean, they just create an emotional response and fear, and they limit the person, right? So say you want to start dressing up, you want to start wearing suits more often, but you're younger, you're still in high school, and you're afraid of how your peers will react because high school, let's face it, most people do. Most people feel that way. So because you have that fear, because you're not sure how people will react to you wearing the suits, you might not do it, right? But the thing is, as that quote suggests, you should do it. You should, because once you learn to get over that fear, to let go of that fear of the uncertainty of what people might think about you, of, making a bold move. So if you go up to somebody and you ask them out, that's something that really causes fear in a lot of guys as well. If you let that go, the whole world opens up to you. You will have so many more possibilities. Thing is, fear, it is difficult. It isn't something easy to get rid of, but it's something we should all strive to be working past.